Hello, my name is Sheldon and welcome back for another episode of Ep13 Siam. In previous episode, we managed to nab Singapore from the British. We do have a decent bit of infamy still, but like technically speaking, it should be low enough that we could just conquer Burma. Now, they do have a bit of troops. I mean, if we actually have a look, who would join in that? If we start with Burma, for example, there's Great Britain, France, and Germany that might join. We got two vassals on our side. They do have a decent bit of troops, but I believe our troops are better. I mean, if we have a look at, for example, their capital, the barracks, they've got irregulars in there. I believe up north here they had at least light infantry, but they might not have... Oh, they do have light infantry and some cannon artillery, but they don't actually have the stuff required for it, so it's not replenishing all that quickly, I might say. Right, so I think that might be the course of action. We're still losing a bit of cash, though. We've got about 4 million credit that we can still take. And, of course, as long as every now and then we use some of our investment pool, like build some plantations or something. Actually, we might want to build a couple more in here, just to be on the safe side. Plus, we should probably get another government administration or something like that in there. But let's go ahead and start a play against Burma. I think this is going to go fine. So we'll start with just the capital state there. If they give up, then at least we'll get something. And we'll mobilize the... I suppose this one. Pretty darn good. Oh, right, we've got 3 different fronts here. I'll focus on the main one there. We could maybe have a smaller one on the front over there, for example. It's going to be a little bit expensive. Now, since we've reloaded since the last episode, the... colonization efforts have sped up, so what happens there is whenever you research the quinine and all that sort of stuff, it doesn't factor that into the colony growth until you reload the game, which is something that I hope that they fix soon, because it's a bit annoying when you're stuck at the slower speed of colonization, but right now it should be going fairly quickly then. Also building a couple gold mines in Borneo. Well, it's probably going to be happening, well, not necessarily today, but in this recording session at least. So the next few episodes... Ooh, Conservative and Liberal Party are the 2 biggest ones. Let's have a look at the government. So it's... okay, they want to bring in petite bourgeoisie for the most... or highest legitimacy. They now give you the 3 most legitimate governments. And they've also done a bit of balancing for the legitimacy. A little bit. It's probably still a work in progress, to be fair, but I suppose we'll bring in the petite bourgeoisie. We could maybe get some laws done. Actually. Oh yeah, we got protectionism. We could do a bit of... oh, hold on. I mean, we got a massive amount of bureaucracy now. Oh, probably because the petite bourgeoisie has become a thing. We could try go for the migration controls, but there's not that much support for it. Although industrialists would support that, but there isn't a movement for it yet. There's, of course, the... various stuff over there. We could, in theory, increase the health system. We could, technically speaking, increase the colonial affairs, but I think the health system is going to be more useful for us right now. So that's going to take 120 of the bureaucracy, but yeah, petite bourgeoisie gives us 10% extra. So that's at least going to be good. And, you know, if we can get the pop growth be higher, then we'll be able to expand our military and everything else quite nicely. Let's see if anyone joins in here. So they got... oh, 2 liberate war goals. They could still technically call in, like, Britain or someone. Oh, nationalism unlocked, so that's a bit more authority. Now, let's actually have a look at the decrees real quick. We only got 1 over there right now. We could, in theory, put in the resource industry, for example, into Annam, because we do a lot of mining there. And going for a little bit of these might actually be more worth than some of the taxes in here. Well, that's 4,000, so maybe not that much. Actually, what would be the next valuable tax? It would be tobacco. That's almost 4,000 as well. Not necessarily the worst thing. There we go. We got one of the gold mines. Oh, they backed down. Alright, well, we at least got Burma. And how much... so they got some government administration. We can actually turn these into filing cabinets. It's going to increase the paper use a little bit. It's not too bad. The logging camps are already... well, I suppose we could put the hardwood production a little bit. Not that we necessarily need it badly, but, you know, it probably wouldn't hurt. Already got the intensive grazing. I don't think we need more meat, though, so we'll leave that as is. The rice farms are already using the soil enriching. We could use the... well, maybe a bit of tools for the harvesting. That should be fine. I mean, do we still have a slavery going on? I forgot. No, we banned the slavery. Okay, good. Then I guess the plantations we don't need to worry about. The barracks over here we'll put into line infantry and mobile artillery, as well as, well, it's already got the first aid there, so that's good. So now we're still losing 17,000 per week, but we're slowly but surely getting better. Oh, well, now it's 20,000. It's fluctuating a little bit. Now we've got 5 extra battalions now in reserves, but that's alright. So we won't be able to do another war against Burma right now. It's going to have to wait. I suppose one thing that we could do is we could go after Chiang Mai. There's probably not that many. It's only 1.4 infamy, so that's not going to be too big of an issue. We'll just activate... We'll go with the primary army over here. Advance through there, and then we'll have some other troops defending. They don't have a lot of troops there. I think they will probably give up. And that gives us a land bridge through here. Slowly consolidating the lands more. The Ripper, Cruiser Murders. The Post newspaper reports a series of horrific murders in Bangkok. According to the article, the police are powerless to stop the murder, who they dubbed the Bangkok Ripper. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. Let's have a look at the Ripper Murder Launch. Put that on the thing here. So, those who are in promising leads and have more than a chance to catch the killer, we can improve our odds by investing in the police institution. We did get a lot of bureaucracies, to be fair, so we could probably invest a little bit in the law enforcement. Maybe we'll put in... You know what? That's gotta be 200. I'm gonna start... Oh no, that's gonna be a bit too expensive, I reckon. But no, I think I'm gonna make Tonkin into a state already. It's gonna be quite costly. But we're gonna get a couple more government administrations soon enough. Mainly in Annam and Mekong, which currently have a bit of tax, well, rather inefficiency in the taxation. We're researching the breech-loading artillery, and then if we have a look at the society research, we're getting the organized sports. Alright, I was hoping to get the centralized, or central archives to be fair, but I guess not yet. I mean, we could probably research that ourselves. But over here, we're getting the breech-loading artillery. After that, we might go for the repeaters, and then for the hand-crank machine gun. Of course, there's the naval stuff that we probably will need, but right now it's not too big of a demand for it. Now, there we go. Another gold mine is about to be completed. We're also getting the Art Academy in Bangkok upgraded. What is the level of, or how much is the art price actually in here? We got level 2 already, and it's, it does do a pretty good balance in here overall. We're going to increase the throughput probably a little bit. I mean, there's buy orders for 20. Oh, wow. That is quite a bit. Now, we've still got the boost. Actually, do we have the boost? We probably do. Germany sides with Chiang Mai, alright. Well, I don't think they'll be able to land anything in here. I mean, they might be able to, but, you know, if we just conquer them, we'll have enough troops, hopefully, to push them back. Unless they land in a massive amount of troops. So let's go ahead and activate the other army. This is the Defender army, so that's going to be just defending in general. But I have a feeling that they might... Well, they are actually cocky right now. We could put in war goals against the Germans, I suppose, but I don't think I will. I'm still a bit surprised that the AI managed to form Germany. The damaging relations, oh no, that's not good. So what else do we have? We got a furniture factory underway, iron mines, we got a few opium plantations. That's going to be really good for the investment pool usage. We've got £1 million in there, but we just can't use most of it. That does remind me though, maybe we should have a look at some of the laws. Well, we can't change away from the agrarianism. I don't want to become a theocracy necessarily. There's the... Oh, we could go back to national supremacy. I don't think we want to go that direction. We've got the appointed bureaucrats. We could go for the elect... Well, that's only 4% support, so that's not really all that great. Mass conscription is not something that we've unlocked yet, and we're not going to go back to peasant or national militia. We could go for the National Guard. I suppose that would increase the petite bourgeoisie's loyalness a lot more. That would increase the amount of battalions that we could mobilize if need be. And also revolution, secession, progress and speed would be reduced. Political movement, radicalism. So, you know, overall that could be good, but I don't think we have the bureaucracy right now since we are still upgrading these two. Both of which are going to be quite useful to upgrade, admittedly. And looks like the standard of late actually hasn't been increasing all that much. But they haven't... Yeah, no, there's only one. I don't think they are going to be a problem. But what are they? Oh, gold discovered in South Island. Alright, well, that's lucky for the French. So they do have a bit of a lack of market access. They got some factories in there, a lot of farms and plantations in there as well. So that's something to keep in mind. They got some troops, but nothing too bad. So I'm guessing this is going to be a relatively quick war. As soon as we conquer Chiang Mai, I mean, they do have some okay troops, I reckon. Yeah, they got light infantry and mobile artillery, so it's roughly the same as we have. Our ally over there from the flank is already advancing slowly, and of course our attack through here is going to be fine. I suppose we could, just to be on the safe side, mobilize one more army. And that means that we're spending a lot of cash there, so we are racking up a bit of debt right now. We've got 14 versus 6 on attack. We have higher offense than they got defense. But that's definitely good news for us. They have a blunder. So they take more morale loss and all that sort of stuff. Plus we had a lot more troops in the combat in the first place. The Dutch are damaging relations with us. Okay. That's a little bit unfortunate. But yeah, after this war, what we'll probably do is we'll start expanding in Borneo. Take out Sintang and then Brunei, sorry. So that would be... Well, first of all, that would allow us to get the sulfur mines, which we desperately need. And there we go, we conquer all of that. So now it's just a matter of waiting game. Got a lot of... Oh, we can declare more interests. Alright, let's have a look at the interest then. What do we have? We got Northern Rhine and Germany. We have no interests set down here. That's still Indochina. Oh, wait, no. We can't actually support more. I think it was, for a moment, it was showing that we could, but we can't. Alright then. Organized crime. I'm going to do the funding. It's going to be expensive, so we're going to be losing a lot of cash here. But I have a suspicion that we can probably fix it. I mean, we can always... Oh no, we can't increase the taxation right now. I see. We could always reduce the funding, I guess. To reduce the expenditure. I mean, we could always cancel the resource encouragement over there and just put in the... Was it the tobacco tax? Yeah. That's another 3,000 from taxes. Plus, once we get this war done, the expenditures are going to drop quite drastically. And we're almost starting on the opium plantation, and that's going to give us a lot of money. At least for a brief moment. So how's the steel price doing right now? It's not too bad. Oh, there we go. Now one of the plantations is already underway. And we're getting 14,000 from the investment pool transfers. So that's making at least a bit of a difference. And I'm guessing... Actually, Chiang Mai should not be a problem. No landings done yet, as far as I can tell, so that's also good. Oh, we lost the Rhine interest. Oh, bollocks. Okay, well, I mean, we don't actually need to have an interest in there. Although the problem is that we won't be trading all that much. Oh yeah, we're not importing any sulfur from there. That's a problem. Do we have any... Like, I'm pretty sure that we got some demand for sulfur right now. Yes, we do. The import route. We could import from the British, I guess. Would be good money. Let's do that. That's going to take a little bit of bureaucracy, but that's fine. How close are we getting the institutions? Not that far off, so we probably will still have a... Well... Oh! Clapping irons. Clinton, the Bangkok Ripper, who has long played this state of Bangkok, has finally been arrested. Well, 10% authority is good. I'm going to put in another tax. Okay, a class tax, I guess. So I'm still losing £20,000 per week. Now we've got 2 farms underway, so that's already making life a lot easier. We lost a bit of convoys, apparently. Oh yeah, they got their fleet in here. However, the Chiang Mai is going to surrender very shortly. Unless they do a landing very... Oh, there's a battle in here. Well, our ships are not going to survive this, I guess. They got a lot better fleet, admittedly. We can't build the ironclads yet. We're not buying that stuff from anyone else either. Is there... Oh, there's the textile and food industries are going to be expanded. Those are the stuff that we put to auto-expand. Right. How about set terms of white peace? Proposed deal? Because we clearly won already. There we go. That frees up the stuff, and, you know, the convoy situation is probably going to get fixed soon enough. I mean, we do have... right, we don't actually have a connection in here yet. Oh, yeah. Reducing efficiency by an average of 100%. Right, so over here, how bad is the situation? We need 150 to incorporate this. There's a lot of lack of infrastructure, so we'll build, like, 2 railways in there, I guess. So that would fix some of the issues. How's Burma in terms of infrastructure? It's got just about enough, so we might want to... No. Construction sector railway in there. We can't really afford building more construction sectors right now. It's a bit too expensive. And we're also reducing the infamy quite nicely, so that's not too bad. We're going to have a fight over here and Sintang probably soon. If we were to declare a war, the Dutch East Indies would tie with the enemy. Okay, so that's a potential issue. Although that might be also a possibility to conquer some of their lands in Borneo, so it's not nearly all bad. But I don't think our armies are quite ready to fight them yet. Now we're losing 30,000. There's unrealized taxes, probably a bit of turmoil. That's probably largely the reason. Like there's turmoil in, oh yeah. There's about 25 degree taxways in or 25% taxways, not degree, in a lot of places. But we'll be getting a bit more bureaucracy soon. I mean, oh, there we go. We got the health system upgraded, and that one's just a matter of a few weeks away. We are going to need to get the government administration built, though, before we can get the stuff out of that. Priest-loading artillery unlocked. I think what we might need is go for the society, get the central archives, just to increase the taxation capacity. Although, well, the organized sport would be more prestige, that's not really bad either. Or we could go for some of the naval stuff, or go for the repeaters, so we can unlock the hand-crank machine guns for the armor defense and kill rate. Yeah, I think we're going to get that one. So I'm guessing there's not a lot of... Oh, Burma is improving relations. Alright, that's good. Right, there's movement for enacting the wealth voting again. Yeah, no, I don't think that would be happening. Oh, there we go. We got on most of this now. There's a lot of extra people in here. Is the port? Yeah, he is using the correct stuff. We could put in something like a dye plantation maybe in here. Because I know that there's sort of areas for dyes. I mean, the dye price isn't too bad yet. If we can increase the availability a little bit, because we are going to be using some more of that. Did we have the... Oh yeah, we got the class works over here, didn't we? We could probably let that expand on its own as well. There we go. Law enforcement is in our level 3. And we got a little bit extra bureaucracy still, so that's definitely good news. Unfortunately, how long does it take for us to... Okay, about 20% through the incorporation of Tonkin. This one... we could actually incorporate it fairly quickly, but we don't have the bureaucracy for that quite yet. So let's go ahead. Actually, is there areas that are still having tax capacity issues? Mako and Annam are having a little bit. I think Annam is the one that needs more. So we'll just build another government administration building there, I guess, and get that underway. Also, we could probably increase the iron production a little bit, as well as the coal mining. Get a little bit more resource out of there, you know. Oh, Germany has activated the Indonesia goal, alright. Or interest. Devour Scandal. We could force you to step down. You are traditionalists. Yeah, we'll force you to step down. We'll see what is brought in instead. I mean, they are the biggest party, actually. Okay, now you're moderate. Don't suppose there's a lot of laws that you still support. Oh, even China is improving relations. And the food industry is about to expand. There is a fair bit of construction going on right now, but it's not too... Oh, there we go. With all the infrastructure building, we're actually making money now. Plus, the population is increasing quite drastically. I mean, I suppose we also got a little bit extra income from the textile mills and all that sort of stuff. And the food industry producing more. That does mean that the sugar prices may be going to go up a little bit. Which is probably not... Oh, hold on. Baking powder. Why didn't I do this sooner? Let's have a look at the urban... Is there any... No, that's the only one that we have. The tooling workshops are doing different things, admittedly, and still we don't have a proper amount of sulfur. So we need to buy more of that, I guess. Yeah, we got a little bit of bureaucracy available right now, so we could probably do a bit of trading. Let's actually go ahead and sell some tea. For example, well, the French market might be pretty good tariffs. The Russian market is even more tariffs, actually. Alright. Well, I guess the Russians do like the tea as well. Again, a dye plantation, a bit of furniture manufacturing, iron mines, government administration. So we've got a pretty good amount of selection of things. And also now with the extra infrastructure being brought in here, the market access should be a lot better in... Okay, over there it is still 100%. Over here, we probably want to incorporate these into our nation at some point, but that's going to require a lot of bureaucracy to be brought in. It's not impossible, but it's going to be a little bit tricky. Ooh, and that last is fair. 18% chance. I notice we hate that, but that would actually be, you know what, we're going to go for that one. Because that's going to be very useful in building more factories, and that is what we're going to be building most of the time, I reckon. So we'll take that one. And since we got fairly high, well, we got decent legitimacy, it's not going to be a massive boost for the speed of getting that enacted, but there's a decent chance that we'll pass it in a few rounds, I guess. Right, so now we've got about 6 million credit to go. So we managed to increase our economy quite nicely, I have to say. I mean, we got 43... Oh, wow, yeah, it has been growing drastically. I think we started at 30-something. on this episode. I'll remember the exact number. Oh, Siam has improved relations, so we lost the... Okay. We could embargo them. I don't think we need to. But yeah, we got 20,000 profits, although now that we are completing the railways and all that sort of stuff, the numbers are dropping, admittedly. Oh, and we are unrecognized major power. We're going to go up to rank 9 at most, as it stands for the time being. Is there... Okay, yeah, we got on some of the railway in here already. I think we're building one more over there. Oh, right, did we get 2 built over here at the same time? I think we did, didn't we? It's going to require a bit of engines and more coal. Did we have the motor industries in here? We do. Let's put that into auto expand. I'm going to give it at 1 level already to be on the safe side. And I suppose we could also give the steel mill a bit of an upgrade. Or expansion, rather. Did we have... so we've got a tooling workshop. They're using already the steel tools. I believe we got a second one somewhere. Oh yeah, we got this one. So that's making steel tools as well. That's good. The textile mill over here is... Oh yeah, it's using the silk already. Good. And then the furniture is using all the good stuff. Alright, so overall this is... Well, there's a bit of a lack of population in here, admittedly. But I think it's going to start having a bit of a pop growth already. Mexico abandoned Germany. Oh, Germany's having a civil war. Alright, so they might not intervene with my expansion plans. We do have 100 battalions, 109 battalions to be precise. We could maybe get another battalion from here at some point. Oh, hold on a minute. We've got 5 from there, 5 from there, and 3 from here. So we got 1 extra. Oh, is it over here? No. Not over here either. We got some conscription centers over here though. I mean, the dye plantation isn't all that massive in terms of price. We could also do... What sort of... There's no modifiers as such. Alright. We could mine some iron in here. That's always a possibility. Get 1 iron mine there, just for the heck of it. Maybe we'll get some sort of... Oh, right. We are still colonizing this, aren't we? We could probably... Oh, right. So we do have 1 barracks in Indonesia. That's part of the... Okay, yeah. That makes sense. And then we had the... Was it 3 in here? Yeah, okay. We could technically remove the barracks from here. Save us a little bit of workforce. Of course, it's also going to cause some radicalism to happen, but it's not too bad, actually. Loyalists are dropping a little bit. The radicals are also dropping, actually. I suppose a lot of that was from the conquest, wasn't it? Public address goes awry. It's minus 15%, or... Well, I'll take the minus 15% and just stop this. See if there's any other laws that we could maybe try passing, like, well, the trade law is fine. Taxation, we can't go for the proportional taxation, because no one's really supporting it. Only one would be the trade unionists, and there's not enough of movement for that. The border, that's a way too low chance of passing it. So there's not really that many things. I mean, I suppose some of the voting laws could be a thing. We can't change away from the monarchy. But right now, we're kind of stuck with these laws. Not necessarily the worst laws that we could have, though, so it's fine. There's probably going to be some movements later on. Because we won't be able to pass those laws right now. So we're still losing 12,000. If we were to build something that the... I suppose a few more plantations or something wouldn't hurt. Question is, what do we want to try? Glass production would be quite nice. Tea plantations seems like they might be a good idea. Get some tea farms going up here. And we are coring this now, so about 3 years away. And then we'll get a bit more, well, more tax from Tonkin in general. That might already fix a lot of the issues that we have here. But also, if we were to go against Sintang, would there be anyone joining? This is Indies and Siak. Oh, right, and as for Siak, we can't really land there yet. I don't think we have a navy for that. I mean, we do have a fleet, and I suppose it's also already gathering some of the... Yeah, they managed to get their morale back up to scratch. They are a bit hated, because they are bandit, alright. And they've lost a battle, so that's causing some problems there. Dockyard Organizer, supply comes from... Oh, well, that's quite nice. Right, so how soon can we do a war against you? We should probably damage relations first. But we can... oh, we don't have a truce with you anymore, okay. If we reduce the relation... I mean, it's going to be a slow process, to be fair. But we can then annex this one. We'll have our full control over this region. And we can maybe get some taxes out of there. I mean, they don't have that much things, did they? They've got a bit of various agriculture and logging camps there. They got a little extra population. They got 5 barracks in there, actually, which is not too bad. But yeah, the amount of losses that we're getting right now isn't too bad. I'm not... Ooh, hold on a minute. Is there a problem with the sulfur again? I guess there is. We're still getting 25 from the trade route, at least. Maybe they just don't have enough to sell more. So it's very important for us to get to Brunei as soon as possible. So I guess what we've got 100 battalions. How much, or what's the quality of the Dutch East Indies battalions? It's about the same as what we have, except we got the field hospitals. So it's not necessarily that bad. Alright, I think I'm gonna give it a try. Conquer State Sintang. That is 7 point something infamy. It's 7.5 infamy. Yeah, we're gonna afford taking that. Yogyakarta Banjar Sintang. So there's a few enemies in there. With that, we can also, or we can just wait until the relations with Luang Prabang have gone down. So we'll start that one. We'll bring in the defensive strategist. Presumably, oh, right, Banjar is in the war, but no one else has joined in yet. I don't think we necessarily need to worry about too much. I'm just going to send in the smaller army there. I don't want to be too reliant on the supply lines there. So Banjar is part of it, but they won't be... Oh, Yogyakarta is of course part of it as well. Gonna be losing a bit of cash here, but the ideal situation is that we can get at least Sintang, and then the next war against Brunei is gonna be where we get our sulfur, so we don't need to buy it for it, and we can just start mining a lot of it. I don't think any one of them can send in reinforcements in here right now, which should be fine. Oh, France sides with Sintang. Okay, that could be bad. Now the question is, can the French send in any troops down? They can't send any troops to Sintang, I don't think. They might do landings, though. Oh no, they are sending troops there directly. Okay, what's the... Liberate Champasak. Okay. Well, the war reparation is the primary war goal, at least. Can I sway any countries? I could sway Austria. Oh, hold on a minute. Is Austria and France bordering? Not right now, so they wouldn't necessarily cause too much issues to one another. Although they could maybe send in troops to help me. Or I could bring in Netherlands. I don't think the Dutch would be... I mean, they would be a distraction, I guess. So what would they take? They would take an obligation or humiliation. Let's see, humiliation of France. Sure. If you're willing to join with that, I'll take it. Well, the French will probably have quite a bit of troops, but yeah, I think we may need to activate all of our armies. They haven't brought in anything here yet. I mean, they've got the troops heading in here, but it's going to take a while. He'll deplete in Tasmania, and Austria sides with us. Just as expected. So we should have a bit of an advantage in this, and I suppose... I don't know if we can take Banjar. Like, we can't actually get a landing in there. It depends on the enemy fleets. I mean, there might not be that much fleets, to be fair. We'll probably take Sintang first anyway. And then we're going to maybe do a landing in Banjar. If, first of all, if we can manage to take Sintang. They got 200 battalions heading in. Oh, wow. How are they going to supply all of that? Oh, Dutch East Indies sides with them. Alright, well, that's kind of what I expected. We'll send in an army there, and I suppose... You know what? We've still got some time to switch troops. I'm just going to put you on standby. I'm going to put in the stalwart defender over there. At least delay the enemy. It's going to be a little bit problematic, perhaps. Can we invite anyone else? No, not really. Well, I suppose I can add it in a war goal, at least, to conquer the Dutch East Indies. Is that not Java? It should be Borneo. And especially the West Borneo. Take that one. I suppose we could also take... oh, we could force recognition from the French, but that's 30 maneuvers. We've got 40 right now. What about if we take Banjar now? It's 15. And we have 25 remaining. We can't take a recognition at this stage. Conquer State... Oh, oh, yeah, there we go. The Austrians are bringing some troops here. Although not on the main front there, unfortunately. I suppose we could try... Well, no, Qatar is not part of this. Oh! Right, they're bringing troops over here as well. We could take the Dutch East Indies... Is that New Guinea? Hold on a minute. Celebs. Right, so that one. That would give us a bit more land over here, which we're still colonizing, mind you. So the Austrians are heading in there. I hope that they bring in some troops for this front as well, otherwise we're going to have a problem. But we might be able to force them to switch some of their troops around, or we'll just sort of run over here. And then we could maybe attack... Well, no, actually, I don't think that would work. I would just combine the front... Oh, Germany is damaging relations again, alright. That's a bit unfortunate. We can't invite anyone. We got 85 infamy. Is there any other conqueror state that we could do? Yogyakarta? Just East Indies. Aye. And East Borneo. I mean, we could probably go for that one. Don't think we can land there, though, but... Oh, hold on a minute. They got some stuff over there in New Guinea. They got a colony going. I think what we're going to do is... I'm not entirely sure if we'll win this war, to be fair. But I think if the Austrians are actually giving us a bit of a help, we should be able to hold on for a while at least. I think, well, I'm going to go for the East Borneo. There would be more coal in here. Yeah, coal and logging, and of course all the farming that is available on this island. And then... Brunei, well, we might have to wait for the... Well, I'm pretty sure the infamy is going to drop drastically during this war anyway. So yeah, Dutch East Indies are in there for a favor, I guess. We'll keep a bit of troops over here in case they do a landing, so that we can at least sort of have something defending. And the Austrians are heading in here. They might take a while to arrive there, admittedly. Getting some farming done, or the tea plantations now, so that's going to increase our income a little bit. We're getting the textile mill upgrade again, and the furniture manufactory. Is there any other things that we need desperately? We could get another fine arts academy, I guess. Put that to auto expand. And what else do we need? If we have a look at the... So small arms, we could maybe use a little bit more. Oh, did we? We didn't get the repeaters quite yet. We did get the breech loaders, which would reduce the small arms availability even more. And I'm pretty sure that the artillery... Yeah, artillery isn't really in that dire situation. We'll get another level for the arms industry there. Right, so we got our troops on both of these fronts. Oh, right, they haven't arrived here yet. And I think they... Oh, they did manage to move some of their troops on this side. Okay, in that case, we should probably just defend the front. For the time being. And let the Austrians do the attacking if they are able to. They got a lot of troops here. So they should be conquering all of that. I'm hoping that the French will get some distractions. I mean... Well, actually, we could probably have a look at the French situation. Don't zoom too far in, though. It doesn't really show about the... Well, it shows the hostile... Oh. Okay, the armed forces is the leader of the government, I guess. Or the... Oh, it's a king. Oh, right, yeah, that makes sense. They do have a lot of rivalries going. Is there any trade routes that we have inactive right now? Not by the looks of it. But we don't... we definitely don't have the upper hand in terms of the fleets. Oh yeah, the French have colonized a lot in here in Africa already. Right, so we've got some allies already in here. We've got a bit more coming in. We got no help over here. We got pretty decent defense though, so if the attacking numbers are roughly equal, or the fighting numbers are roughly equal, then we will be able to hold them back there. Right, the war has broken up. I think for this war we're going to have to slow down a little bit. And also, actually, looking at the clock, we're quite a bit over time, so we will see how this war goes in the next episode, so another cliffhanger. But if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, got the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.